Joseph, you've got to be alive.
Right. What? Stop it, you make me feel self-conscious. Right, what the hell happened last week? I have got no memory whatsoever. I cannot remember what we finished with. I remember the spider monster, and I remember driving around in the bus, but beyond that, I remember absolutely nothing. Are there any entertaining posters which we can have a look at? There is a movie for the Piggly Wiggly, which probably isn't a horror movie, probably. Maybe it's a movie by a big group of animal rights activists who wish to get a little bit excited about things, right then. I mean, you know, horror game is a good place to get excited, I suppose. Are there some bad villains about? Some villains who need to be punched? Well, not punched in the face. I'd rather not punch them, if I'm honest, because that would. Okay, I regret doing that now. Note to self: there's no such thing as a free lunch. But I am going to see if can I? No. Okay. Right. Well, I've learned my lesson then. Kidsy aren't. I'm just glad we didn't try to inject those into my brain. Where are we at on the old ammunition front? No magnum bullets, very few rifle bullets, very few handgun bullets, to be honest with you. The shotgun is the only thing we're doing decently on. Alright then. So we're still looking for Joseph, who seems to have vanished into thin air. I am getting really annoyed with this. I need to find somebody to shoot with the shotgun. Very, very post-haste. And we're also looking for that woman. I did look up her name, and I think it's Julia. Just had an itchy ear. Just wanted to scratch my ear. I wasn't, you know. I wasn't scaring myself. Hello. Should we ever go at doing this, even though I'm always suck at it? Kids, not. It's always a bit too close for comfort. But never mind. Let's just... Oh, good. Going to ignore the clipping that happened there. And we're just going to carry on regardless. Anything else? No. Just some spooky noises. Seriously, what's up with those spooky noises? Anything else of interest? Is there anything written on this post-it? Has somebody written their password down here and violated GDPR? No, because it's too fuzzy. Can I have this, please? Thank you. I like these. I've heard of people losing their heads, but losing their arms is a new one. Oh well, never mind. Maybe the ticket cost them an arm and a leg. Right then. Now that the soul of comedy on this channel has completely and thoroughly died, we shall swiftly move on and never return to this horrible place of horrible jokes. Right then, anything else of importance or consequence around here? It would seem not. Alright then. Let us head through the turnstiles, if indeed we can maneuver our buttocks through them. Can I break these boxes? Yes, I can. For all the good that it will do me. I can just pretend that that box was myself, in order to punish myself for all of the jokes. What the hell was that? Those are explosive bolts, aren't they? I have no idea where that sound is coming from. Let me turn that. Let me press the wrong button. What's the light button again? It's not that one. Is it this one? No, that's apparently you drop things. How do I turn the light off again? I don't know. I don't remember. Okay, there's a lot of exploding bolts in there. Like a lot of exploding bolts in there, but there's also a lot of stuff in there. Oh gosh. That's what it was. It was someone shooting at me. I rather want to set these things off, but I need to know he's close enough. He's not quite close enough. Hi, friend. I reckon he's about close enough now. Except that didn't work. Oh well, here's an opportunity to use the shotgun. Did that blow up all the stuff? No, it didn't blow up any of the stuff, and I don't have my bottle. Well, I guess we did need another... You know, we have got 2 shotgun shells waiting behind us, and the items do indeed seem to survive, which is lovely. I hate games where explosives make the stuff blow up. So, now what do I want to use? I want to stop pressing all the wrong buttons for at least a second. I guess we could use a spare grenade. That still didn't get all of them! Giddy on. Are those bullets or matches over there? I'm hoping they're bullets. But they're not, are they? They're matches. Yep, they're matches. Those things I don't need. Can I get close enough to this that it doesn't go off? I'm gonna come to the conclusion the answer to that question is no. Right then, let me get this big bottle of piddle, and then we'll run back and get those shotgun shells while I stand here, or sit here rather, and have a long, hard think about how thoroughly ashamed of myself I am. And I'll have to reload this before I can do that. Right then. How much goop do we have? We have a fair amount of goop. We also have a key, so that merits going to visit dear Sarah. That is better. Right then, let us see what journal jottings we did whilst upon the throne. My dearest Sebastian, if you've received this letter, then I fear the worst may have come to pass. It means that my investigation got too close to the truth, and means that you will never see me again. I am sorry I kept it from you, but it was to protect you from either the truth or my madness. I've enclosed a copy of my files. I only hope that you never receive them, but if you do, it's up to you to finish what I started. Find justice for Lily and for me. Oh, interesting. So the fire wasn't an accident then, it was in fact arson. And I do. Thank you for putting me in the spot. Thank you for putting me on the spot as well. Do you mind, madam? You know, personal space and all of that jazz, you clipping cretin. Let's have a look at the map. This is doing shockingly well. Shockingly well indeed. Yeah, so the wife was investigating it, and she presumably got a little bit too close to the mob, or whoever it was. I don't know whether that's at all relevant to Ruvik or not. Somehow I assume not. Great, you spend a key and you get a key, and then you press the wrong button. Oh, it's 2. Right. I suppose 100% return isn't too bad. Especially now in this market of investments. Stop pressing the wrong buttons, Philip. Right, let's open these 2 that are next to each other. Because no one in their right mind would do that. Here's a syringe. A couple of syringes, of which I don't need. But I guess that can be for later. And here's some more green gel. Alright, how much is that? 5,000? 7,000. Goodness. Oh no, I can actually take these with me. Alright then. I would like to have these then, please. I apologise for slagging them off earlier. Right ho. We have more money than I thought we were going to. If money had the viscosity of semi-dried blood. And we shall see what we can upgrade. And then we shall go and find some more monsters to shoot. There we are. Oh, man alive, that's expensive. Right, alright then, so we've upped the syringe capacity a little bit, and we've increased the sprinting by 1/3. Right then, that seems sort of reasonable. I was thinking, I mean, the cheapest thing at the moment is upgrading my stock capacity of bits and bobs, but there's not a lot of point in doing that at the moment, because I don't even have enough stuff to fill up my current stock, let alone exceed it. So let's use a syringe to mend ourselves up and go and see what we can find at the end of this spookalicious tunnel. I was just about to open my big stupid mouth and say that you were dead. Hello, Mr. Ruvik man. Would you like a shotgun built to the face? That's not the shotgun. But, you know, as soon as I find the shotgun, then we'll be able to do this. Hello. You seem to be having a bit of a pickle. Would you get it, yacht? You seem to be having quite a large pickle, as pickles go. Could I go down this way? Haha, I have outsmarted you. And now I've missed you. But not in the emotional sense. Would get it, yacht. Right, turn around, please. Burn, 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 burn! Get it, yacht. That's better. Crying out. Just to be on the safe side, because we have more matches than you can shake a stick at. Just to be on the safe side. Just because you can't be too certain when it comes to these crazy people. And their silly little robes on. Okay then, well that was interesting. Who do we have here? And most importantly, are they dead? I keep taking my hand off the mouse and this is becoming a bit of a problem. Right, that's the end of him. Now, what was that thing that went beep? That was that thing. Right then. Allow me to take... Can I at least, like, reload one? No, because I'm only... There we are. Right. I do what I'm going to do, actually, because I don't trust my luck to get this twice in a row. There we are. There we go. What earth was that noise? Did you... Oh. Oh, that was me kicking your corpse across the floor. I do apologise. I thought that was the sound of another villain. I stand corrected. Right then. More Piggly Wigglies. And something... Oh yeah, that's another thing referencing the Keeper, isn't it? That's not a movie poster. That is instead something a little bit more scary. Hello? Goodness. This is actually getting a little creepy and disturbing, this environment. A bit more so than we had before. Can I just apologise for being a total cretin? Can I just look at the controls for 2 shakes of the old lamb's tail here? What's the light? It's Q? Alright, that doesn't seem consistent with what we've done before, but never mind. Let us have a wee peek at what's going on. So we have ourselves a secondary Ruvik, and we have ourselves a man with a big gun. And another man with a big gun. Oh, good. I don't guess there's some sniper bullets in there, are there? That'd be real nice for you, game. But no, of course not. Oh, I stand corrected. I looked a gift horse in the mouth, and I jumped to conclusions. Right then. Shall we dispatch this gentleman here? I meant the gentleman, not the window. But never mind. It's easy to get those two things muddled, one supposes. Idiot. Person. Window. One is glorified sand, the other is glorified carbon. It's easy to get them confused, one supposes. Right. Oh, hello. This is a pickle I've got myself into, isn't it? Idiot. If you'd stop shooting me for 2 shakes of the dead cretin's tail, that'd be lovely. How can I burn someone who's in water? That doesn't make any sense. Kitty, I'll just get away from the big hands. Oh, Kitty. Oh man, alive, and that other guy is still alive. Well, that went well, didn't it? How was I to know there was a bloody window there? I could point my gun through it, but the bullet seemed to still need to travel. Dear oh dear, oh dear. Right then. This time things are gonna go much better. Much more better this time. Because I am going to shoot him through the door. I am indeed. Just like that. Perfect. He's got a metal mask on, hasn't he? That's annoying. It's not enough for him to survive, though. My aim is enough to help him survive. There we go. I think he's dropped his gun, so we should be alright, but again, we've got enough, so we might as well not worry about it. The thing is with him, with these secondary Ruvik people, is that you never get a moment's break. Come on, with your Alexander the Great haircut. Silly Billies, honestly. I've just floored 3 people who were far stronger than you. You'd think you'd give up, but no. Brave little foot soldiers to the Empire of Ruvik that they are. Oh, good, more brain energy drink stuff. Oh. It would seem this one is broken. That's a shame. Is this one broken as well? Yes, it is. Giddy, oh, this was a popular drink here in the annals of Ruvik's mind. Yeah, the thing with those Ruviks is you have to hit them from the front, it seems. Hitting them from the back doesn't seem to do much good. He seems to have an armoured arse. Right then, how does this work? Oh, it sets off an alarm, and then they all know that I'm there. Well, that makes sense, I suppose. Do you have a gun? Yes, you do. If only I could take the bullets from it and have a bit of fun with it. Yes, I shot him. It's shocking, isn't it? As soon as you wiggle your way over here, I'll finish you off. Not in that sense. Get your heads out of the gutter. Which is going to be quite difficult now that I've just blown his head into about 15 different bits. Most of it did fall in the gutter, but never mind. Oh, I can disarm a trap after it's gone off. That seems a little pointless, but alright, maybe I can get some bits out of it. No, I can just disarm it for all the good that it does. Alright, should we see if I can do that again? And do it a little bit more successfully. There we go. I'm not sure we're disarming yet. I feel like we're just taking a pair of scissors to it, but hey ho. Whatever works. Oh look, some matches we can actually pick up for the first time in about 7 episodes. That makes a nice change, doesn't it? Right then. Oh, this must be from the sniper I shot earlier and forgot about. I do apologise. I don't mean to be unprofessional by my hand didn't come off the mouse that time. My hand came off the keyboard instead. Yes, I didn't mean to be so unprofessional as to shoot you and then promptly forget to come back and check up on you later. Hi, friend. Hello, big friend, who doesn't have any concept of depth perception, judging by the... Oh, not that again! I find that disturbing. It's the fact that he can function with only the outside of his skull left. There's just something very off-putting about that. Oh, dear, oh dear. Okay, let's quickly reload. Oh dear, okay, man, there's a lot of traps here. There's also a lot of stuff I'm noticing, like a lot of juice and other such various bits and pieces, which I'm glad about, because they have been draining me of bullets and stuff recently, so maybe they're trying to restock me a little. If so, I'm grateful. Okay then, what do we have out here? We have a shadow, which I mistook for the baddie. In fact, it was no such thing. I'm guessing this is like a, oh gosh. Oh gosh. Would you like to step a little closer? Yeah. About that closer, dude, just nicely. Don't reckon there's anything over there, so I'm going to try and sneak my bum through here without getting burnt. Well, that didn't work. They definitely do work off a certain degree of proximity. The The question is whether or not there's a any opportunity to disarm them, but I don't think that there is, given it doesn't seem possible to get close to them without actually setting them off. Right, I don't think I can avoid going past this, which means I'll have to waste a bullet, which I never enjoy doing. As much as I do it so often, you'd think I got a real kick out of wasting bullets, but actually no. Believe it or not, I don't actually enjoy being rubbish at games. Okay. Air, I think. Ooh, something far more important than air. I mean, not all that much more important than air, because, you know, eventually, without air, you would suffocate, and you wouldn't be able to enjoy the beautiful sky. But at least we're getting the hell out of here. Alright, I need to make my way into that carriage on our right. There must be a way in, because I need to get to that key. I'm not going to leave it behind. Yes, cool, interesting things. We shall get to those in a sweet minute. No, we won't, because we have to look at this first, because there's an invisible barrier. Yes. I'll figure that out in a minute. Detective, would you go forward? No, apparently you wouldn't. I need you to get... Oh, this is open now. And now I'm being bitten. I don't remember requesting a hickey. That's better. I'm really glad I upped the critical damage on this thing, because I'm noticing I'm killing quite a few people in one shot, which is very, very valuable. Alright, where was that key? Here it is. It was on the windowsill. Good. I'm glad I haven't left any more of those behind. Well, I'm sure I've left some behind without realising it, but that shouldn't surprise anybody. Oh, good! Undulating spiderweb goop. My favourite. Yeah, my absolute favourite compared to all the other things in the world that I like more. Like everything, including being smacked in the face. Idiot. Oh, okay. You want me to burn this? By which you mean press the wrong button again, Philip. Good. Because little demon creatures from hell like fire. Little demon creatures from hell with regenerative abilities. Better like fire, because they're going to get a hell of a lot of it in a minute. Hello, friends. I don't think you pose a serious problem to me, as much as I'd love to shoot you. Who am I kidding? Who am I trying to kid? We both knew I was going to do that, and we both knew we were going to have the time of our lives enjoying it. Right then, back to business. Dear, there's a tripwire there. I should get rid of that before I inevitably forget about it and then fall over it later. Oh, hello. Would you also like a shotgun blast to the face? That's better. Did I shoot something? Yeah, I did manage to. Yeah, I got a bit of collateral damage on that kid, didn't I? Hello. Alive. Oh yeah, I think I took out one of his heads. Giddy on. Would you die? There's no head left. There's just a bit of chin. Oh dear, I kind of love the dynamics that you can shoot their heads off and they still wander around. Because it leaves you with that horrible moment of doubt of, are they dead or not? Are they going to continue to assault me, or am I actually alright? It's an interesting moment. That's not a bomb, that's just a light, don't worry about it. Oh no, I think that's another one of those sensor things that I set off earlier. Is this just a little extra area? It is, isn't it? Yeah, okay, right, I'll have this bottle, just in case it comes in handy. And these things, please. Sadly, I'm not going to take this hard hat with me, despite the fact that a bit of armour would probably do me some good. Alrighty then. I'm not going to heal myself up for the moment, because I'm hoping that somebody else is going to do me a bit of damage, not a huge amount, and then I can use that big healing kit, so I can save up some of my so I can save up my standard injections. There's lots of bottles here, which tells me that I should perhaps use the bottles. Can I maybe disarm this thing for a second with this? No. I'd like... I was going to say I'd like to try crawling under them, but I have a slightly better idea. Would you like to wake up from your little nap, sir? Yes, you would. You've spilled pus all over you. Over your face, but never mind. Okay, this isn't going quite the way I anticipated. That didn't go quite the way. Okay, I thought when he woke up he was going to be slightly more intelligent and he was going to flip that switch in order to shut these things down, but no such thing seems to have occurred, which is a bit of a problem. Unless I can shoot that switch, but it doesn't seem like a very shootable switch. I don't know if we've had any switches in this game that you could shoot. What if I just try hitting it with this? No. No. I'm also curious why the liquid in the bottles is green. That seems a bit strange to me. I'm all out of bottles. Well, this is a pickle I've got myself in, haven't I? Because I can't go through here. That doesn't even seem to lead anywhere. How under the sun am I going to get through these things? Can I crawl under them? That seems incredibly dangerous. No, it worked brilliantly. So I had an idea that was brilliant, but also totally unnecessary and pointless. Excellent. See, why couldn't he do that, honestly? They say 2 heads are better than 1, not worse. Big silly billies. Don't think I can break any of those things. And we've got more Tesla traps as well. Excellent. I don't know what that was, and frankly I don't care to find out. I just care to have these bullets and flip this switch. Thank you. And then that'll develop behind me again. Alright. I notice a wat bum, which is sort of interesting. I also noticed some sniper bullets over there, which I'd like to try and get hold of. I also hear the music of Sarah. Come on, Mr. Wat. Poor Mr. Wat. I liked Mr. Wat. Now Mr. Wat is flat. Oh dear. Man alive, I picked up so many little... Picked up so many little dribs and drabs of goop that I've actually managed to amass a fair amount. Good. Just you stay thoroughly shushed, my small friend. There's no one else around, is there? I don't think so. I swear I'm hearing things. Alright, any journal article? Yes, please. And I don't mean an academic one. Right, no word since I received the package. I'm afraid to take the evidence to my superiors. What she is suggesting is horrifying. I may reach corridors of power beyond my reach, but the evidence she provided is enough to convince me that Lily's death was in fact not an accident. They finally accepted her as a missing persons case, but refused to involve me. They say it's because I'm family, and they consider me a suspect. The investigation has stalled, but for the sake of my family, I must continue the investigation on my own. You see, we're going a bit rogue cop off the old grid. Fair enough. It's like waking up from a fever. Okay. Let's see if there's any sort of story bits we want to hear. Hello, dear. Oh, what did you put up on the wall?
Have you forgotten something?
I think you've forgotten something. Oh, hello.
But she's
gone away somewhere. Goodness only knows where. Is there a newspaper I can read? No, there is not. Alright then. So who actually is she then, if she isn't Sarah? Nurse at Beacon Mental Hospital disappeared while working a late shift. No evidence of her ever left the building. Ah, interesting. So presumably then, if this is all a concoction of Ruvik's mind, then this part is another concoction of Ruvik's mind, and pick up what? Oh, pick up a newspaper. Hospital case sealed. Chief of Staff points finger at former doctor. Nurse missing. Whoa. Did he just point his finger randomly? Just, just randomly walking around the corridors doing this? Or, was he actually trying to achieve something with that action? Goodness only knows. So presumably then, I'm going to guess that Sarah was known by Ruvik. Perhaps she was one of the nurses that tended to him during his... or actually, no, he wasn't a potion, was he? He was associated with some of the research there, so perhaps she was like a point of contact for him, or like a helper, an assistant perhaps, and they all, that's where she's come. I haven't got a clue what I'm blabbering on about, to be quite frank. I only know that I've picked up some freeze pods, which aren't massively, enormously useful to me. But that is good that we came back here, because I'm sometimes slightly hesitant to come back here too often, for the sake of not wasting your time. But never mind. Let me quickly upgrade my health. Yeah, I want to upgrade the health, because that refills it, as well as boosts it. So now I have a little bit more health, and that also gives me a free heal, so that's good. I am actually going to go back to this mirror over there, just for the sake of fully wandering through the place in case there's anything else it wants me to see. There usually isn't if it's willing to let me go through a mirror. It usually won't let me go until I've actually seen everything that it wants me to see, but that's interesting. Most interesting. Right then. That's strange, really, because you'd think that that place would be like the detective's safe place, and that would be a conjuration of his own mind, rather than a conjuration of Ruvik's mind. So I find that curious. Curious that she is a character from Ruvik's mind, presumably, given that she's from the hospital, rather than the detective's. Because you wouldn't imagine the detective would have any... Sorry, Mr. Watt! Where did he go? Oh, goodness. I thought they were more of those little demon babies, but they weren't. Yeah, you wouldn't think the detective would have any association with the hospital. We've no evidence he's ever been there before. Before the beginning of the game, so that's curious. Where did that man go? I wanted to shoot him in the face. In fact, I wanted to shoot him in the face with this, because we've got 526,000 parts for making bolts, and I never used the accursed things. Is that over there? Oh, it's gel. I do apologise. I thought it was a I thought it was a spooky face. It wasn't a spooky face. It was me being stupid. Alright, there is a bolt here that we can come back for if we should need it later. There's also a tripwire there that I should be careful of, and some Tesla traps. And good, now I have more pussy piddle on my shirt. Crying out loud. It should just be called Stain Your Shirt Simulator. That's what it should be called. Alright, we can clearly come back that way. It looks like the pathway goes off to the left there, so if we go forward and then turn right, we might be able to come back around and find some stuff and things. Hello, friend. Would you like a bolt in your bonce? Because you've got a bolt in your bonce. Just going to burn you to be on the safe side. I still don't get how I can burn people while they're encompassed in water. That's a little beyond my comprehension. But never mind, I don't have a degree in pyromania. Oh, gosh. Well, we've just healed ourselves up, so I'm sure this will go fine. I swear, like a cold chill just runs through me from the top of my head down to the bottom of my boots every single time I do that. Right then, at least we're getting a good few number of keys. I guess they probably give you more at the end for the sake of stocking you up and giving you more stuff with which to do violence. Which is lovely. Anyone in here which wishes to have some violence done on their face? Possibly, possibly not. Let me quickly run back and grab the bolts that we left over here. We can grab the matches as well now that I think about it. Let's have these, please. Or this, please, I suppose I should say. Wouldn't want to be accused of getting my plurals in the wrong places. Now, this pathway off to the left here that runs past this bomb. What's the... No, I didn't think you'd be dead. Being dead is what a gentleman would do, and you are nothing. Nothing like that. Are there more of them? Yes, yes there are. Kitty, can I burn him immediately? No, no, of course not. Kitty. There we go. That's better. Right then, yeah, what's the advantage of going onto this? Thank you. So the advantage is the grand total of absolutely nothing. Oh, wunderbar. Right then, I guess the advantage is if you can get through there without getting yourself hurt, then maybe you don't trigger as many of those big-headed baddies, and you can get through without expending quite as much ammunition, which would be nice. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Alright, ooh, can I deactivate this? A junction fuse box, a high voltage fuse from a junction box. It is still intact and can be used again. Oh good. We always like to be recycling stuff from this channel, that's why I tell the same dreadful jokes day in and day out. It's for the polar bears, honest. It's not because I'm an uncomedic cretin. Can I activate this somehow? Yes, I can. What does this do? Will this drain the water level, perhaps? Because it looks like there's a little doorway over there. Well, it drained it a bit. So I guess now we're just going to have wet knees instead of wet knobs. Absolutely brilliant. Anything of importance here, other than probably more bear traps that I can step in because I couldn't see them because they were hiding in the water, because that's fair. I really hope we get to use these handcuffs which have been strapped to my bum for the past 10 hours or however long I've been playing this game. I do hope we get to actually make use of those at some point, otherwise I'm going to be cross about the fact that we expended inventory space on BDSM gear that we never got the opportunity to make use of. Right then, what's at the top of this? Another bad person who's about to have a bottle of wine land on his groin. There we are. Would you... Well, there's the thumbnail, if nothing else. I'm just going to stand in this corner, as far away from that hole as physically possible, and then we'll carry on with life. Oh dear, well we'll come back for that syringe if we need it. Let me just reload the shotgun if there's like any extra shell in it. So what happened over here then? Some form of tentacle monster came along. Kitty yards. I thought this was set in America, not in Japan. It seems I stand corrected. Goodness. Where's the tentacle monster? Probably not far away, given that it reached through there. Can we find the oh, I can't break these? Oh, right. If you are we going to find the mutilated corpse of that person that they dragged away? Oh. Why does it just have to pulsate so much? If that's the correct word. Oh, I don't want to go through the cleft. Oh, keep your mouth closed while you go through there. Makes my skin crawl. Right, okay. There's some bad people over there. Can I disarm this or turn this off at all? Because... oh no, maybe there isn't anything on the other side of that I need to be concerned with. Alright. What's going on in here? You scared the life out of me, my friend. Please, don't do that. So, we've taken another little trick out of the Resident Evil 4 book, and we've said that after you shoot somebody, they're going to have a a demon monster inside them. That's lovely. Love me a nice demon monster. Right then, ignore this gentleman's buttocks, and I'll try to kill him. He seems to have ragdolled enough to actually be dead. He still seems wiggly and jiggly enough to be alive, but we're just going to operate under the assumption that everything's fine. Even though it probably isn't. I can't burn them up here, could I? Oh, I can! By holding a match up to the seat of their trousers, I can set them ablaze with something. Alright, it clearly does want me to go there. Question is how I actually manage that. There must be a switch somewhere that turns them off. Hey, at least I resisted the urge to tell that bad joke. Look on the bright side, at least you didn't have to listen to that one. Alright, I don't think there's anything that way. Let me see if I can sneak up and burn. Do you need burning? Yes, you do, and I didn't do it quite quick enough. I do sincerely apologise. You were looking forward to getting set on fire, and I failed you miserably. I do apologise. Should we use some sort of interesting creative ball for this? Because we haven't used one in ages, and I feel like that would be kind of funny. Well, that wasn't exactly funny, but it was effective. Thank you. Oh, good! And another healing item that I can't pick up. This is getting ridiculous. I'm beginning to regret upgrading my health now. I don't think there's anything here, is there? No, there's just an opportunity for me to get my trousers absolutely filthy. Goodness sake. Alrighty then. Let's see what else we've got here. A few more bits and bobs. Like me some bits and like me some bobs. Alright, so this is where it wants me to use the fuse. The question is what that does. A fuse shuts down electrical things. Ah, so those things were holding the demon monster back. And now it's managed to escape. Could I have the shotgun, please? Thank you. Stop waving at me and die. I went to the pistol because I thought you were nearly dead. Not because I thought I was going to have to go through that song and dance with you. What you could do is drop something, you weirdly back-shaped person. Dear, kitty. Seriously, where did all of these extra ones come from? They were not here before. Which boat did they come on, precisely? Hey, at least my aim is getting a little bit better. That's only because for the past 4 days I've been playing every day a shooter that actually requires good aim, so I've had practice. Right, what does that do? Maybe that drained the water in the next in the next swamp. No bullets on that. Can I actually have the rifle, please? I don't mean rifle, I mean... Oh, I forgot this could do that. I had rather forgotten that. Oh dear. It's like a pinata. That's quite wonderful in its own way. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yes, indeed it did. Please tell me that's just glitched on the hitbox a little bit. Oh no, it didn't. It did actually land on something. Kitty yarns. Kitty yarn and they fall off. Oh gosh. Oh, that's quite wonderful. And he's not dead. I mean, he is now. Oh man, sometimes I love this game, I really do. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right then, let's continue on, shall we, and see what we can find next. At least I'm getting used to it by now. Alrighty then, let's see what we can find. I can hear something breathing rather heavily. What on earth is that? But it's got a bit of lead in its face now, so there's that to think about. I don't like how that thing does its thing. Reminds me of the all the bombs that keep killing me. Mind you, I've had decent luck with them today, so I should probably not say that for the sake of not jinxing myself. Righty then. What do we have here? Oh, an explosive bolt. Good. And also, an explosive bolt that isn't primed to blow up as soon as my arse comes within the same postcode, which is absolutely peachy. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. We haven't had a lot of story in this episode so far, have we? We've had a lot of, just a lot of violence, which I'm all for, to be quite frank. Can I have these, please? Yeah. Finally, we're actually reaching a section where we need to make use of the matches. And we're finding a few enemies we can burn as well, which is lovely. I hear the music again. Given how long the last couple of episodes have been, I probably should stop here. But we both know I'm not going to. Because, again, with the healing items, I could supply a whole relief effort with these things. Why is it when I need them they're never here? It's not fair. Right, here's a bit of a map. Goodness knows where it is, there's nothing written on it. No journal? Seemingly not, no. It would seem that that is not the case. Right then. The next installment of The Detective and the Disappeared, the wonderful sitcom I know you're all dying for, will have to wait. Right then. Is dearest Sarah going to be back? Or is she gone for good? This place is really crumbling. Let's build on the theory that we started earlier with the thinking that this is Ruvik's mind. If this is also a creation of Ruvik's mind, which is supported by the fact that the nurse worked at the hospital, then there's a possibility that the degradation of this environment means that... Oh, I think it was this piece we got, this one right here. Perhaps the degradation of the environment is representative of the degradation of Ruvik's mind. Perhaps he's becoming more desperate as we get closer to the end of the game because he realises he sucks at it and I am brilliant. Yeah, right. Let's do this one down here. Excellent. That's actually something very useful that I need. I should like to have this. Just underneath my collar, about now, there we are, right underneath my collar, it says key items. I can't click on that or anything, but I do find it a bit weird that it says I've got the 2 fuses, because I don't. I picked up a fuse, but then I left it behind earlier, so that's a bit strange. Alright, we've got a little bit of money. What else should we do? I would like that. That is very expensive. That's much too expensive for me. The Magnum doesn't have critical, does it? I guess because it does so much damage, it's so likely to kill someone in one shot anyway. Let me see. I'm not really concerned about the reload times, to be honest. The reload times have never been that much of a problem for me. Maybe for the shotgun. How much would reloading the shotgun do? 0.9 of a second. And it's very cheap. I am actually going to go for that. Yeah, a couple on that actually. Yeah, just because that is a nice little boost. I think that will be enough now. Save a bit of money for a rainy day, which actually means we should spend it immediately because it's been raining all day today. So perhaps that turn of phrase was a little stupid, unlike all the other ones I've said today, which have been perfectly competent. All right then. I should really stop, but I've shown you no story whatsoever, and we haven't even found the tentacle monster yet. So obviously we're going to carry on a little bit further. Maybe we should just commit to doing 90-minute episodes. Maybe we should stop beating around the proverbial bush and just get it over with.
Shit, this is dead.
I mean, it's a machine, it was never alive, but alright. Do you want me to use... what? Insert part. Alright. Hold on to your osses. Can I reset with R? I'm pressing R and nothing's happening. Oh! Derp brain, I see how this works now. So I can select different items. I would like to have this one, please, and I would like to put it here. I would like to put it there. And I want this piece, and I want to put it... how do I turn it? Reset card. Oh, maybe you can't turn it. Oh. Let's put it there then, and hope we get a corner one. That's interesting. That was the wrong button. So...
Damn it. What am I, an electrician?
No, you're a detective. But I do seem to have buggered everything, and I do apologise for that. Perhaps I can restart it with the old cranky crank. As we seem to have here, as nabbed off the front of a Model T Ford. Alright, so presumably I got that wrong, but I must need a third one. What, this isn't a door? I mean, it doesn't look like a door, but that does look... I mean, it isn't a doorway, so I kind of assumed. There must be a third piece here. Here we are. That's what I wanted. Is there anything sneaky? No, there's not. There's just a little crevice. Not that there's anything hidden in it, though. Alright then. Let me see if I can put this third piece in here. I should like to put this piece there. How's that? Entry-level electrician. Huzzah! I think. Can I work this now? Then this will get the generator going, and then I can... Well, there's a better thumbnail. I'd have pulled the Magnum, mate, rather than the pea shooter, but never mind. This looks like a boss fight arena. This seems like something we could end an episode on. Right then. You are moving too fast. I have genuinely no memory of this kid, right? I remember, a good thing I upgraded the stamina. Oh dear, I've got myself in a pickle. I have genuinely no memory of fighting this thing. I remember most of the other bosses, but I don't remember this kid. So this is a bit scary, really. Okay, kitty yacht. And there's big exploding maggots. Because of course there is. Oh, kitty yacht. I need to stand somewhere where I can't get hit by it. Or else it's gonna... Oh, kitty yacht. They are literally exploding maggots. Kitty yacht. What were they eating? Fertilizer and matches? Where's kitty yacht? More of the blasted exploding ones. Where is it? It must be hiding up in one of these tunnels. Kitty yacht. More of these little demon creatures. I can't hit them. I don't want to shoot them. It must be hiding up in one of these things. Maybe that one? Because it seems to be... A lot just happened in a very short space of time, and I'm not very cognizant of any of it. Kitty yacht. It seems to be vomiting purple gas at me. Should we pick a different weapon? Kitty yacht. Maybe the Magnum would be the one to go with for the time being. Oh, kitty yacht. That thing is a bit too close for comfort. Kitty yacht. To be honest with you, that thing being on the same planet as me is too close for comfort. Quickly healing items. Not that one. I want to be able to keep away from its little demon children. Move to this. Okay. So presumably it's going to continue to throw little demon creatures after me until I can find it and shoot it. Now it seems to dribble. It seems to dribble a bit. Until I shoot it. So I'm going to hope that the sooner I shoot it, the less of those little demon creatures I have to deal with. See it, so I'm just going to pull the shotgun because that can't miss. Unless, of course, I don't have it in my hand, in which case I can quite easily miss. You get away from me! Kitty aunt, somebody saw Alien a few too many times. Just hold on to your horses and let a gentleman wet his throat. That's better. Now that I've taught you some manners, we can have another go at this. Right, I seem to have got myself in a bit of a pickle, because I shot the creature when it was hiding in one of the holes, and now it decided to take its ball and go home, because I now can't find it anywhere. It doesn't seem to be hidden in any of these holes, which means I can't shoot it, which means I can't make it appear again, which means I can't get the boss fight to carry on. So, this is fun on a Christmas bun. Kitty aunt, why did I have to fall asleep during this bit of the game? Kitty aunt, that'll make sense when I finally tell the story I meant to tell you a dozen episodes ago. Seriously, where is this creature? Like, am I missing something? Because it's just nowhere. Seriously. Is its model just not spawned or something? It's like they're appearing from over there. Watch, see if they appear from over here. Yeah, but see, the problem is the monster isn't there, and I kind of can't shoot a creature that isn't there. Oh, that's better. I only had to get spanked, and then I could die. Right. It doesn't have the manners to let me have a drink, and it doesn't have the manners to actually appear in a place where I can shoot it. So that's lovely. Right, give me another go, and I'll beat some more common sense into this creature. Now it's having a real tantrum about something. The more I fight this creature, the more I'm reminded of a small child. Kitty aunt. Right then. Goodness, I don't know what to say. The only thing I know to say is that these little maggot creatures are a massive pain in the neck. Because you want to, get under here and shoot her, but you also want to pick up all this stuff. But you can't do that. You gotta pick and choose what you do. You can't have everything. You can't have your cake and eat it. That seems to be an opportunity for me to grab some stuff. What? Slither into oblivion? Oh, that's nice. So that creature was a bunch of these more fire ants, whatever under the sun it is these things are. Some of the enemies are like that, and some of the enemies aren't. It's most curious. I feel like the ones that are this way are a bit more Ruvik related. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right then. That's better. Checkpoint now. We could go through there and carry on, but you know what I'm going to do instead? I'm going to go back to this save point, and we're going to save here, and we're going to leave it to that, I think. So, that's good. That sort of timed itself quite well, really. We got back to a reasonable length of video, and we also had a nice boss fight to end the episode on. So that's nice. Right then, what final thing should we try and upgrade? Let me see. We could get a bit more of that, I suppose. It's not too much of an issue at the moment. Just for the sake of boss fights, not that it's necessary at all, but I'll upgrade that. Right then, I used my key, didn't I? I forgot. Oh yeah, because I got the freeze bolts out of it, didn't I? I don't know if I can see whether I've got keys here or not. Presumably I can, they just don't appear if I haven't got any. Right then! Dearest Sarah has gone, and she won't be here at the beginning of next week, which is a bit of a shame. I'm confused why this is called ulterior motives. Like, as if demons and monsters even have the comprehension of what a motive is in the first place, let alone has to have an ulterior one. But never mind. It doesn't matter. What matters is that we are having fun. At least I'm having fun, and I sincerely hope that you are as well, because I love the hell out of this game. This is It's always so varied, it's always so intense, and I'm still confused why I don't remember that creature. I really ought to, but never mind. That will all make sense when I finally get around to telling you that story. If you're wondering, if you're wondering why I haven't told you the story of why I'm so attached to this game, I will eventually. I'm just waiting for like a nice sort of 5-minute period of the game, which is quiet enough for me to actually tell it to you. But obviously, this game doesn't like to slow down that long, so we'll probably have to wait until the end of the main campaign for that to happen. But it'll happen eventually, or I'll forget about it, and nobody will be disappointed about that fact. One or the other. Right then, thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and good night.